When you think of Cristiano Ronaldo, what comes to mind first? His jaw-dropping goals, his legendary rivalry with Messi, or maybe his flashy cars and lavish lifestyle? Well, let me tell you, there's one part of Ronaldo's life that most people don't know enough about. Yet it's one of the most fascinating windows into his taste for luxury. His $50 million watch collection. Yes, you heard that right. $50 million worth of pure craftsmanship, glittering diamonds, and mechanical marbles, all strapped to his wrist. But here's the real question. Is this collection just about showing off wealth? Or does it reveal something deeper about Ronaldo's personality and the image he wants the world to see? Stick with me till the end, because by the time we reach the last watch, you'll see that Ronaldo's collection is not just about timekeeping. It's about storytelling, legacy, and power. 1. Jacob & Co. Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon. $1 million. Let's kick things off with a piece that looks more like an engineering miracle than a watch. The Bugatti Chiron Tourbillon by Jacob & Co. This isn't your everyday luxury watch. Inside the case, there's a fully functional miniature W16 engine. Yes, just like the one powering the Bugatti Chiron hypercar that Ronaldo actually owns. With the push of a button, you can see tiny pistons moving, mimicking the motion of a real car engine. Can you imagine wearing something so wild on your wrist? This watch is Ronaldo in a nutshell. Speed, precision, innovation, and a love for things that scream uniqueness. Now here's where curiosity comes in. Do you think Ronaldo chose this piece just because of its link to Bugatti, or because it represents how he sees himself, as a machine that never stops running? 2. Frank Muller Invisible Baguette Diamonds, $1.5 million. Now, if there's one thing Ronaldo is not afraid of, it's sparkle. His Frank Muller Invisible Baguette Diamonds watch is the definition of opulence. Covered with hundreds of baguette-cut diamonds so perfectly placed that you can't even see the metal beneath. This watch is basically a diamond bracelet that also tells time. This piece does more than glitter. It makes people ask, how much is too much? And that's exactly what Ronaldo wants. He's not wearing this watch for himself. He's wearing it to remind the world that he's operating at a level very few humans ever reach. 3. Jacob & Co. Grand Baguette Diamond, $1 million. Ronaldo's love affair with Jacob & Co. continues with the Grand Baguette Diamond, a watch that makes even luxury veterans raise their eyebrows. With over 360 diamonds set into its bold case, this is the kind of timepiece that announces itself before you even enter the room. Why does Ronaldo love this so much? Because it matches his personality. He's not someone who blends into the crowd. He thrives on being the center of attention, whether it's on the pitch or at a gala event. This watch symbolizes dominance, both in sport and in style. 4. Rolex GMT Master Ice, $485,000. Rolex may be considered traditional compared to Jacob & Co., but Ronaldo's choice here is far from ordinary. The GMT Master Ice is one of the rarest and most expensive Rolex watches ever created, covered entirely in diamonds set in white gold. This watch is worth almost $500,000, but in Ronaldo's collection, it's considered modest. Think about that for a second. A watch that costs as much as a house is just another piece in his box. Now here's where curiosity comes in. What does it feel like to consider a $500,000 Rolex as a daily wear option? For Ronaldo, maybe it's just about blending classic Swiss tradition with his own luxurious lifestyle. 5. Hublot MP09 Tourbillon by Axis, $1 million. Next up is something futuristic. Ronaldo's Hublot MP09 Tourbillon by Axis. Hublot is known for pushing boundaries, and this watch does exactly that. With its bold skeletonized design, moving parts exposed, and a tourbillon spinning on multiple axes, it feels more like a piece of modern art than a wristwatch. Ronaldo wearing this tells us something interesting. He's not just about diamonds and glitter. He's also fascinated by innovation and mechanics. This is a watch for someone who appreciates the science of time, not just the sparkle. 6. Jacob & Co. Caviar Tourbillon, $780,000. If red is the color of royalty, then Ronaldo's Caviar Tourbillon is his crown jewel. Set with rare rubies across its surface, this watch glows with an intensity you won't find anywhere else. It's almost hypnotic, like staring into a sea of fire. What makes this fascinating is that Ronaldo doesn't just stick to diamonds. He diversifies his collection with unique stones, choosing watches that stand out not just in value, but in color and rarity. So here's a curiosity question. If you were building a collection worth millions, would you focus only on diamonds like most celebrities? Or would you explore rare stones like Ronaldo, making your collection more personal and unique? 7. Jacob & Co. Billionaire, II, $3 million. This one needs no introduction. The Billionaire II. Dripping in emerald-cut diamonds, this $3 million masterpiece is one of the most extravagant watches ever made. Its skeletonized design lets you see its inner workings, but let's be real, the diamonds are what steal the show. For Ronaldo, this isn't just jewelry, it's armor. Every diamond is a statement of victory, each sparkle a reminder of his journey from humble beginnings in Madeira to global superstardom. 8. Baguette Classique Tourbillon, $800,000. Not every piece in Ronaldo's collection screams for attention. The Baguette Classique Tourbillon is an elegant, understated masterpiece that highlights centuries of Swiss watchmaking tradition. With its refined design and tourbillon mechanism, it shows that Ronaldo values not just showmanship, but also timeless craftsmanship. This watch raises an interesting question. When you've reached Ronaldo's level of wealth, do you buy watches for yourself, or do you buy them to be seen? With the Baguette, it feels like this one is just for him. 9. Cartier Santos 100 XL Chronograph, $150,000. One of the more affordable pieces in his collection, the Cartier Santos 100 XL is a classic. It's sleek, versatile, and doesn't scream wealth like some of his diamond-heavy pieces. This one proves that Ronaldo doesn't always need to wear millions on his wrist to feel powerful. But here's something curious. Do you think Ronaldo keeps watches like this for quiet luxury moments, or is it just a backup when he doesn't want to overshadow everyone else in the room? 10. Jacob & Co. Millionaire Watch, $18 million. Finally, we arrive at the king of his collection, the Jacob & Co. Millionaire Watch. Valued at a jaw-dropping $18 million, it's fully set with emerald-cut diamonds, creating a look so blinding it's almost unreal. This is not just a watch, it's a statement that money, success, and status can be worn on your wrist like a crown. Here's the big question to end with. Does a watch like this symbolize Ronaldo's taste for ultimate luxury, or does it show his desire to be remembered as more than just a footballer, as a global icon of wealth and influence? Cristiano Ronaldo's $50 million watch collection is more than just a lineup of expensive timepieces. It's a story of his journey, his taste, and his desire to live life without limits. So let me ask you, if you could pick just one watch from his collection, which would it be? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see which masterpiece you'd want on your wrist. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more deep dives into the world of luxury, sports, and success.